Hey, Trucker,
Yes, Mayor.
do you like Star Wars episodes 7 through 9?
No. Hey, Mayor,
Yeah,
do you like Star Wars episodes 7 through 9?
not really. No. I will tell you, you want to know what really ruins those episodes for me?
It's a very long list for me, but yeah, sure. What ruins those episodes for you, bud?
Uh, I started going to college and I majored in business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't watch. I mean, they really overdo it with the space battles, especially in episode 7, right?
Is this is this going to turn into like you as like the requisitions officer bitching about how much ammunition they go through?
Can I mean, let's just like one of the most expensive things that the greatest and biggest army in the world, the United States, can do is launch a nuke. That's got to cost. We'll total in what the damages if we were to drop our best nuke right now. That would be several. That'd be getting close to the trillions in damages, right?
Yeah,
Well, these guys,
somewhere in that neighborhood, yeah.
Star Wars, the entire universe, you know, their technology has got to be far more valuable than that. So you're just watching, the gratuitous use of these like
You're
quantum bombs and
you're
these.
you're thinking about this from the viewpoint of an insurance adjuster, aren't you?
Yeah, can you imagine how expensive just losing one of those ships would be? That it's very it's very anxiety inducing. It's like you guys have no strategy for this. But I will tell
Nah,
you that I do
it,
like one scene in episode 8 a lot because it was very well done in the theaters. If you went and saw it in the theaters, it was very well done.
I didn't. I waited until it hit. I waited until it hit the streaming services.
I was falling asleep until that scene on episode 8. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of I I figured it would be a rough start on episode 7, and then I wasn't gonna check out entirely, but then I was looking to check out when they killed Snoke because I
But
didn't get it.
I will try to be brief in my disappointment or describing my disappointment. I am shamelessly ripping this from like two different people who said something very similar. But episodes 7, 8, and 9 play off as if the writing staff gave their children a bunch of Star Wars action figures and said, play with these. And then they sat down and, wrote down all of the stuff that their kids were make believing with. You see what I'm saying?
You know what? I could actually.
It just,
There's really only one way to sum this up. That all three episodes can be summed up with, and for some reason, Palpatine is still alive.
oh. See, like the two largest just middle finger moments to the entire Star Wars base, to me anyway, is one, that one, somehow, dot, 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 Palpatine survived, dot, dot, dot. No, he didn't, because we saw Vader throw him into the fusion core of Death Star 2, and we saw him, basically like a mosquito hitting a bug zapper. We saw him go, no, he didn't. Stop lying to us.
And the biggest middle finger is Luke Skywalker died, not because he was hurt, not because of anything fatal, but Luke Skywalker just got tired and decided to, grab his card and punch out.
Well, no,
Go
like
to the Force Ghost
that
world.
one. That one's bad enough, but to me, that's not the biggest middle finger because the biggest middle finger was symbolic on several levels, and that's where Ray, ugh, the biggest Mary Sue to ever marry Sue, presents the lightsaber to Luke. That's not his lightsaber, that's Anakin's lightsaber. That is the lightsaber. I have a gift for you. Your dad would have wanted you to have this. He killed 30 younglings with it. It was a bad day. That lightsaber.
They
And
burnt
Luke
dinner
takes
and
it.
he didn't want to take it out on her, so he went down to the Jedi Temple.
Luke takes it in his robot hand, just kind of stares at it for a second, and then without hesitation just throws it over his shoulder like he's throwing salt because somebody spilled the salt shaker at the table. Just yeet over his shoulder. To me, that was the writing staff of new Star Wars under Disney control telling the entire Star Wars fan base we are going to literally throw away everything regardless of what you think.
So
And we
anyway,
all felt we
sorry.
all felt the Force correct when she left, when Kathleen Kennedy stepped down as the controlling president, whatever, of Lucasfilm. We all felt it. We all said yes. The world is healing.
So anyway, we like to end these things by recommending a band or song at the end of all of our episodes. And so for me, and I'll grab YouTube Music again because after all these episodes, I still have not figured out how to memorize what I've been listening to. But Bob Seger is still the same as a good song. Trucker, what about you?
Let's see. I went with a band last time. So I'll go with an individual song. I'll go with The Golden Room by Joe Satriani. Very nice instrumental guitar, bass, and drums. Very nice.
I have to put the disclaimer up in the beginning of this episode. Oops. Here's the
It'll
disclaimer.
be fine.
We don't know when this one's uploading, so I think they'll get the
We've
hint.
we we both agreed that this would be more of a meme episode anyway because we both collectively hate episodes 7, 8, and 9.
Hate's a
So
little strong. It's just like, eh.
you
I
have a
don't.
distaste.
Yes,
You have a generalized distaste. I have an active, boiling hatred.
that makes sense. Well, on that note, bye everybody.
Bye, everybody.